Right now, you are looking at the life most people only dream about. But what if I told you this man, the one standing at the top, started with absolutely nothing? This is where his story actually begins. No connections, no money, no roadmap. Just a person with a burning desire to change everything. Today, we're going to walk through every single level of wealth, from completely broke all the way to billionaire. Every level has its own lessons, its own pain, and its own power. Let's go. Level 1. $0. The fridge is empty. The bills are piling up, and the bank account shows a number that makes your stomach drop. Being broke is not just about money. It's about your mindset. The real trap is believing that your current situation is your permanent situation. Then comes the moment. Something clicks. You see something, feel something, lose something, and you decide, from this day forward, everything changes. This is the spark. Level 2. You have a little money, just enough to survive. You're working 2 jobs, sleeping less, and spending nothing on fun. This is survival mode. You start cutting every unnecessary expense. No subscriptions. No eating out. No impulsivais. Every dollar saved is a soldier in your army. You save your first $100. It sounds small, but psychologically, this is enormous. You're now someone who saves. That identity shift changes everything. Level 3. You have a small emergency fund. You're not rich, but you can survive a car breakdown or a doctor's visit without panic. This is stability. Now you start learning. Rich people are not lucky. They are educated about money. You begin reading everything you can about finance, investing, and business. The internet has made knowledge free. You spend your evenings watching videos on investing, starting businesses, and building income streams instead of watching entertainment. Level 4. You start asking the most important question: what can I offer the world that people will pay for? Your skill is your first business. You create a freelancing profile, Fiverr, Upwork, LinkedIn. You offer your skill to anyone who will pay. Your first client pays you $50. It's not much, but it proves something powerful. You can earn without a boss. The first payment hits your account. It's $50, but it represents something worth millions. Proof that the marketplace will pay you for what you know. Every project becomes proof. You build a portfolio that tells the story of your skill before you even speak. Your work starts selling itself. Level 5. $10,000. You still have your day job, but you're building something on the side that could eventually replace it. This is one of the most exciting and exhausting phases of the journey. You start to understand something rich people know. Time is more valuable than money. Money can be earned back. Time cannot. You start protecting your hours fiercely. Building wealth requires saying no to parties, to late nights, to anything that steals your building time. This is not forever. But for now, the work comes first. Every dollar your side hustle earns goes right back into growing it. New tools, better software, marketing. You are not spending, you're planting seeds. Level 6. $25,000 saved, business income growing. You quit the job. Your heart is pounding. This is terrifying. This is necessary. Now every hour belongs to you and your vision. There's no safety net. No guaranteed paycheck. The pressure is real, and so is the freedom. Not everything works. Your first business might fail, and that is okay. The lessons inside every failure are worth more than any business school class. Rich people pivot fast. They don't fall in love with a failing plan. They take the lesson, adjust the strategy, and move. Speed of decision-making is a competitive advantage. Level 7. $50,000 per year. You now have more than one income stream. This is how real wealth is built. Not from one source, but from many. You start building systems, processes that run without you constantly watching. A system earns money while you sleep. That is the goal. You hire your first virtual assistant or contractor. This is a mindset shift from doing everything yourself to becoming a leader. You cannot scale alone. Your environment shapes your mindset. As your income grows, you upgrade where you live and who you spend time with. Energy is contagious. Choose yours carefully. Level 8. 6 figures. $100,000 per year. Most people never reach this number. You are now in a very small percentage of earners on the planet. Here's where most people stop growing: lifestyle inflation. The moment income goes up, spending goes up too. The car, the holidays, the watches. Beware, spending like you're rich keeps you from becoming wealthy. Now you start investing seriously. Index funds, real estate, stocks. You're not just earning money, you are putting your money to work. This is when wealth truly begins to compound. Albert Einstein called compound interest the eighth wonder of the world. Small, consistent investments over time grow into life-changing fortunes. Patience is not passive, it is powerful. Level 9. You're no longer a freelancer or solopreneur. You are building a real company with employees, systems, and a vision that is bigger than you. A business without a brand is just a commodity. You invest in your identity, your name, your logo, your story. Brands command loyalty. Logos command recognition. Stories command trust. Your team is your greatest asset. Hire people smarter than you in their area. The best leaders are not the smartest in the room. They're the ones who assemble the smartest room. A great product with no marketing is an invisible product. You learn that selling is not manipulation, it is communication. The best businesses are the best storytellers. Level 10. $1 million. The first million is the hardest. It tests your patience, your courage, and your consistency more than any other milestone. And now you have done it. Reaching your first million is not what movies show. There is no explosion of joy. There's a quiet, deep satisfaction, the feeling of knowing your sacrifices built something real. Your mindset is completely different now. Where others see problems, you see opportunities. Where others see risk, you see calculated possibility. This is the millionaire mindset. With wealth comes the privilege of giving. You make your first meaningful donation, and you discover something unexpected. Giving feels better than receiving ever did. Level 11. You stop thinking about growing the business and start thinking about scaling it. Growth is linear. Scaling is exponential. The difference is systems, delegation, and leverage. You cannot be in every meeting, on every call, checking every email. The highest value use of your time is strategy and relationships. Delegate everything else. Your business is no longer local. You expand to new markets, online, internationally, into new demographics. A business that can only serve one market has a ceiling. At this level, you start buying other businesses instead of only building them. Acquiring an already working business is one of the fastest wealth-building strategies in existence. Level 12. Almost every billionaire has real estate in their portfolio. Land is finite. Population grows. Real estate is a wealth preserver and a cash flow machine. Your real estate and investments now generate more than your active income. Rent checks, dividends, royalties, money working for you 24 hours a day, even while you sleep. Building wealth is one challenge. Protecting it is another. You work with lawyers and accountants to structure your assets, reduce taxes legally, and shield your empire from risk. Level 13. You take your company public. The IPO raises hundreds of millions. In one morning, your net worth multiplies in a way that feels surreal because it is surreal. At this level, your name is your brand. The press follows you. Every decision you make becomes public. You must now manage not just a business, but a reputation. Success attracts critics. The bigger you get, the louder the noise. People who never built anything will question everything you built. Their opinion is none of your business. Level 14. You are now on the other side of the table. Young founders are pitching you their ideas. You are the investor. You are writing the checks you once desperately needed. Investing at this level is about pattern recognition. You have failed, pivoted, and succeeded enough times to recognize great ideas before the market does. That instinct is priceless. The most powerful thing money gives you is the ability to elevate others. You mentor the next generation, not because you have to, but because someone once believed in you. Level 15. $1 billion. A number so large most people cannot comprehend it. If you spent $1 every second, $1 billion would take over 31 years to spend. At the top, you realize money cannot buy the things that matter most. Time lost with family, friendships sacrificed, health neglected. Wealth without balance is a golden cage. The greatest billionaires eventually ask, now what? And the answer is always the same. Use the wealth to create impact bigger than yourself. Legacy over luxury. Before you have a dollar more, you must think differently about money. Every wealthy person was mentally rich before they were financially rich. The people around you will either accelerate your journey or slow it down. One right connection can change everything. Network intentionally, not desperately. The highest return investment you will ever make is in your own brain. Skills, knowledge, and mindset compound faster than any stock market ever will. Your income is directly proportional to the size of the problem you solve. Want to be a billionaire? Find a problem that affects billions of people and solve it. Failure is not the opposite of success. It is part of the path. Every billion-dollar company has a graveyard of failed attempts behind it. Fall fast. Rise faster. Talent gets you noticed. Discipline builds empires. The most consistent person, not the most gifted, almost always wins in the long run. In a world obsessed with overnight success, patience is a radical act. Most great fortunes take 10 to 20 years. Trust the process even when the results are invisible. The simplest wealth rule ever stated: spend less than you earn. It sounds obvious, yet most people do the exact opposite. The gap between income and spending is where wealth lives. The majority of the world's wealthiest people wake before 6 a.m. The morning belongs to the disciplined. Quiet hours before the world wakes up are when fortunes are planned. Warren Buffett reads 500 pages a day. Bill Gates reads 50 books a year. Knowledge is leverage, and books are the cheapest leverage available to anyone on earth. Rich people know their numbers intimately. How much is coming in? How much is going out? What is growing? What is shrinking? You cannot improve what you do not measure. A sick billionaire is not truly rich. Your body is your engine. Exercise, sleep, and nutrition are not luxuries. They are investments that protect your greatest asset, you. Let's put these numbers in perspective. The bottom 50% of earners make under $35,000 per year. The top 1% earns over $800,000. And billionaires make more in one day than most people earn in a lifetime. The biggest lie about wealth: you need money to make money. Jeff Bezos started Amazon in a garage. Steve Jobs started Apple in a basement. What you need is not money. It is an idea and relentless execution. Luck plays a role, but luck favors the prepared. Behind every overnight success are years of invisible work, missed opportunities, and relentless preparation. Money does not make you happy, but financial stress makes you miserable. Wealth gives you options. Options give you freedom. And freedom is one of the greatest human joys. Your greatest enemy is not the economy, your background, or your education. It is the voice inside that says you are not capable. Silence it. Not with words, with action. You do not need perfect conditions to begin. You need courage to start with what you have, where you are right now. The journey of $1 billion begins with a single committed step. From $0 and zero hope to $1 billion empire built on discipline, knowledge, and relentless belief. Every level is possible. Every level is yours to reach. Thank you for watching POV Vault. If this video changed your mindset, subscribe, because we unlock a new story every single week.